The lazy YouTuber. I'm not here to be a professional YouTuber. I'm here to be a gardener. Not a professional gardener. I don't want it to be my job. Alright, so we're planting some of the potatoes down this row. And this is about how far apart we're planting them. And with the eyes facing up. Keep going down the row, baby.
Okay. Only one left.
Eyes facing up. A little further apart, honey. That's too close. Alright, keep going.
Okay.
Alright, so these are a little too close. My daughter was planting them, but just to show you, I did dig down, but I'm not planting them at the very base. I've brought back in some loose soil so that... Yes, you can have a break. So it's not super packed and they're not like at the bottom of a trench. But they are in a bit of a trench so that I can easily mound them up. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Alright, so 36 of these potatoes. And Aiden's covering them up for me. Side note, put the pea trellises over here, planted the peas along there today, and pulled back. All of this that you see is pulled back. I just took the rake and pulled back my hugel mound. So you can see some of the sticks that were underneath are on top now. Everything was looking really good under there. So that's just how I'm going to be able to extend the garden every season. Just pull it back and have, this is what was underneath right here. Perfect. Really blessed with really good soil. Are you having fun?
Yeah, it's pretty fun. The soil felt really good.
So what I did notice is the grocery store potatoes that I was sprouting, a lot of them molded. A lot. That one didn't, but most of them. And even some of my seed potatoes molded a little. But most of them look pretty good and have some sprouts. So we'll be planting those as well. And then the grocery store potatoes will go in their own spot so I can keep an eye on those. Starting to come together. I love turning up the fresh soil under there. So I got the rest of the potatoes planted here. I put sticks where I planted the potatoes. These are a little closer, but just so I remember where to hill up. Obviously I'm gonna see them come up, but I just like to put markers. So we did that today. I'm not gonna water in the peas because I'll just water them in the morning. It's gonna get really cold anyway. And I did soak them overnight, so they're nice and moist. And then we have potatoes that went down in there. I'm gonna go finish that up and clean up my mess, and the sun's going down. Not a bad day. So my son covered these up, but I can still see them poking out. So I'm gonna go ahead and come through here and just bring a little more dirt over. And this is everything. I can wash my feet later. Oh, I dug one up. Get under there. There's one there. Just noticing all the mycelium in that wood that's just rotting away right there. It's so awesome. And there's a potato that needs to go under. Oh, and there's a potato that's just sticking out. But I am so impressed with how great the soil is underneath where I had mulch with sticks. Super. All right, thanks for joining me to plant potatoes, and I'll keep you updated. Happy growing. Hello, gardening friends. So you're propped up on my water cup, but I am out here planting onions, and it's actually warm right now, but we're gonna get some frost and some cold again. So I am gonna cover my onions after I get them in. I'm gonna mulch them to protect them from the cold. But I just wanted to talk really quick about how I plant my onions. I simply cleared a spot, and then I take a little stick, poke it in, so there's minimal worm damage here. If the hole's not big enough, I just stick my gloved finger in there, pop that onion in, give it a solid pack around it. And don't worry, it doesn't have to be sticking out. The bulb doesn't have to be sticking out, because you can dig it out later when it's time for the bulb to start growing. From what I know about onions, the bulbs aren't going to start to grow until it's warm. So getting them in the ground, getting them established now, and then when it gets warmer, you can kind of clear the soil from around them to let the bulb get the sun, because the bulb will need the sun to grow bigger. So I'm putting them in right here next to my cilantro, and don't worry if they look terrible when you get them. They're gonna be okay. These actually don't look too terrible dead. They look pretty good. I picked these up at a local feed store. There are sweet onions and then just regular yellow onions. I don't know which is which, but I'm gonna plant them in 2 different places. So that's what I'm doing today before the cold comes again. It's onion time. And I also planted some broccoli. All right, so right there are the new broccoli, and the little greenhouses that have the bottom cut out of them, and I just pop them on there at night to keep them warm. And here is the little onion bed, and I'm probably going to put some onions on the other side of the cilantro. I don't want that to get too big and shade my onions, but we'll just see. And then I have some space here for some more onions. And yeah, that's what we've been up to. Hey, Lucky. I haven't been filming a lot because it's just sometimes my joy just to get out here when I can in between classes and just do what I want to do. So this cabbage is ready. Look at that mama jamma. And it's actually turned to the side, kind of saying, hey, I'm ready. Nice and heavy. And then I've got 1, 2 that are still coming up. So yeah, that looks really nice now that it's cleared around the cilantro. And as soon as it gets hot, that cilantro will get really big and bolt and put out lots of seeds. So, all right, that's what I'm up to.